Today guys, we're going over some simple tips and tricks you should always follow in Grand RP. The very first tip I'm going to give you is never, ever sell your resources to this guy right here. The reasoning for this is because you could sell those resources to other players for much more money. For example, let's take a look at what he's buying stuff for. He will buy your diamonds for $2,281 each. Diamonds at the bare minimum will go for $4,000. Right now, they're going for almost 7 to 8 grand because there's a new Halloween update coming out soon, and you'll be able to exchange these resources for candy, which means they will be in high demand, therefore the price goes up. And actually, every single thing you could sell to this guy, you'll be able to trade for candy. So that means every single one of these items will be worth even more to players in the city. So selling them to this guy will end up making you lose a lot of money. Like salmon, for example, tends to go for about $10,000 a piece. I'll literally prove it to you guys right now. Like right here, for example, 100 rubies are going for $170,000. This dude literally just bought a stack of them for $170,000, which means each one is going for roughly 1,700 bucks. Right here, for example, 30 diamonds for $280,000. It's roughly $9,300 each. You can clearly see selling these items to people will end up making you way more money than that guy would end up buying them for. So if you're ever considering selling off some of your diamonds or rubies or pretty much any resources, always sell them to people. Post ads for them. Just never sell it to the resource trader or whatever, because he's going to make a profit off of it. You aren't. You're losing tons of money. So remember that in the future if you're a new player. Now this next tip is very useful, and it'll probably end up losing some people some money. But the tip is never ever use ATMs. You will literally just lose money using it unless you absolutely have to use one. That's the only time you should ever consider it. Take a look at this one, for example. The tax rate is 10%. 10%. If I were to withdraw, let's say $100,000 from my bank account, I get charged 10%. Look at that. I took out 100K, I only got 90K. The person who owns the ATM literally just made $10,000 off of me. But if you don't recall, there's banks in this city. Literally a mile down the road, there is a bank. And if you go to the bank and take out money or put money in, you don't get charged a dime. Like, see this guy right here, he's pretty stupid. He just used an ATM outside of a freaking bank. Like, you could just walk right in here and do the exact same thing. Let's replenish our balance now. Might as well take that $90,000 and put it back in. You can see the tax rate literally says 0. And just like that, 90K in and 90K out. Just like that. Now, if I was a Grand Roleplay developer, I would have made ATMs more useful. In many other RP servers, banks end up closing at a certain time. For example, in Grand RP, maybe they could open at 8 in the morning and then they end up closing at around 5 p.m. Then that means if you head to a bank, you won't be able to do anything there because it'll be closed. And then you will be forced to use the ATMs, which would actually increase the value of ATMs, make the people who own ATMs way more money. And at the end of the day, right now, you can use a bank whenever you feel like it. So there's really no need to use an ATM unless you absolutely have to. This next tip is really useful if you guys bought some grand coins and you want to open some crates. Now, in the past, I made a video talking about what crates you should open for money and cars. Well, I'm going to summarize it really quickly for you guys right now, so then you know what the best crates are to open. Let's say you want some cold hard cash. Open the Rolls-Royce Dawn Neon crate. This crate made me $11.4 million after spending 300 grand coins on it, which was very good. If you don't want to open that crate though, don't worry. I'd recommend opening up this Regera crate. I spent 300 grand coins on this and I got $10.3 million from it. And let's say you don't want to open either of those crates, open up this Tesla Model S Plaid crate. I ended up getting about $9.9 million when I spent 300 grand coins on this crate. Now let's say you guys want to get some cars. If you really want to get cars, open cheaper crates. When I tested them all out, I just tended to get more cars from the cheap crates. Crates like the Lamborghini Sion, the 4 Grand Coin Koenigsegg Regera crate, and a couple other cheap ones are pretty good as well. And then there's some other crates, for example, like the Mercedes-Benz 190E, the Mini JCW, and the Neon Mini JCW. When I spent 300 grand coins on each of those crates, I won the car from each of those crates, which was pretty awesome. I even won the 190E twice, which was blessed as well, and they also give you a pretty decent amount of money. Definitely not as much as the Dawn, Regera, and Tesla crates give you, but still not too shabby. So if you're looking to open some crates, try to get some cars, or try to get some cash, those are the crates I would recommend. This next trick will give you the ability to never use repair kits again. And I actually tend to do this a lot. Not on purpose, but it just happens. And I realized it and I was like, wow, I just don't need to buy repair kits anymore unless I desperately need them. The first way you could do this is by entering virtually any interior in the game. So we're going to head to the hospital right now, hop out of the car, run inside the hospital, turn around, walk right back outside, and boom, car spawns in and it is good as new. Now let's damage it just a little bit more. So the next way is by literally just driving into a custom shop and then clicking escape and driving right on out, and then boom, car is looking nice and pretty again. And when I say you can walk into any interior and your car will be automatically repaired, I mean literally any one. Like let's say you're near this apartment building. You just hop out of your car, run straight inside, go into the elevator, click on a random floor, turn right around, click a random floor, actually no, click outside, and then boom, there's our car. And she's looking beautiful. Another simple way is literally just go to Beach Market, because there's some glitchy shit always happening at Beach Market. Park your car right here, and then just run away from it. Go shop at Beach Market. Do what you gotta do, and by the time you get back to your car, it will be in mint condition. There we go, look at that. She's looking pretty once again. Well guys, those were just a couple simple little tips and tricks to follow in Grand RP to save you a little bit of money, make a little bit of money, and just help you out in the game period. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it, but anyways, thank you so much for watching, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.